Yay, Christine. Oh, you complete your homework. I'm excited for your next investment. And I'll wait for the my VA to finish the Saturday editing, and I'll send you the recording, because I just let a little bit. I said, Christine is doing a lot of investment in the state and all the ladies like. So we'll talk.
Really mad at myself for missing the.
No, don't be mad, because your daughter is important. I understand, because obviously, that was a really good conversation, and yeah, it was an introduction. So
hopefully getting a new job.
Yeah.
I'm on my meeting. Okay.
Hi. Well, she could stay. Is she better today? Is she feeling better?
I know. You want to say hi? Right there. Catherine and Alyssa.
Hi, Catherine and Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
They want to know how you're feeling.
Men's a men's.
She said men's a men's. It's Italian for so-so.
So. So how to say in Italian to feel better soon?
I don't know. That's about the extent of her Italian.
Catherine.
Yes?
Doesn't mama hoo mean so?
Mama hoo. Oh yeah, that's Chinese. Good job.
Thank you. My dad taught me.
That's so funny.
How did he learn that?
Said mama hoo.
He spent a lot of his career in Japan and China exporting timber.
No wonder you could eat so much. She can eat harder than me, Christine. Alicia can eat. We had dinner. We had lunch at a Chinese restaurant. She went and grabbed the chili. I feel like I can eat hot, but I wouldn't go and get extra chili for my food. But she went and got extra chili for her food. I feel like, yeah.
I am the biggest fan when it comes to spicy food.
Yeah, you get to love it. Yeah. All right. Okay. So how's your business card doing? Like getting along, or you printing your business card?
Okay. So with the LifeWave, there's a lady that's in the company, and it's like one of the other things that she does is make business cards.
Yeah.
So she's kind of created cards for those of us that are in LifeWave. And I figured, I'll just go online and order some. Well, I ran into a roadblock in that you can't do that. It's a PDF order form. And so I called her and I'm like, okay, well, how do I send you the picture to put on the business card, and how do you pay? And so we finally touched base earlier today, and I'm going to email her the photo and my name and phone number and all that. And then she'll send back a link for payment. So we've made arrangements to get
that. Okay, good. All right, fantastic. And you plan out for your week in advance. Good on you. Yeah. So are you taking your week off now, or you might go back earlier?
Well, that was one of my intentions for last week, and I did it. And I've also done it again for this week, since I am out all week for Mom.
Good job. Something good came out of it, isn't it? Yep. So sending love and hugs to you and Mom. Oh, yeah. All right. Alicia, are you on the way out, or you're on the way in? Okay. Let her get ready. Because I believe, Christine, you have set your intention for the week already, which is fantastic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, I can.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got in the car, and so I turned off the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So I wouldn't lose you, but I lost you anyway.
That's okay.
So you're asking, what were you asking?
What's your win for the week? You can share with us without typing it.
I did type it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's been a whirlwind, but I'm actually going to a showing now, which is very exciting. I got a family.
You're muted.
Okay.
There you go.
got
Yep.
a family approved for a lease with option to purchase program. So
Yep.
basically, an organization buys the house for them, and they
Oh,
can
wow.
buy the house from that organization anytime in the next 5 years. But the
Uh-huh.
best part is they're rental clients, but I get paid. My client is actually Home Partners of America, so I get paid a regular commission from them. So it's like
Very
the perfect,
nice.
it's the perfect situation for right now because the interest rates are so high, but this client is a huge organization, so they just buy cash anyway. So that's
Wow.
exciting. Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And we did a 3-day Christmas show. It wasn't good. It was not good.
Oh,
But it was just because I think the area of town we were in, but we still came out with a profit, which a lot of people did not. So I feel like
Oh.
it was a huge win for us.
so when you say it wasn't good, was it just like not a lot of traffic?
So they were expecting 8,000 people. They had 6,000, which is not, it's still plenty, but
Yeah.
it was kind of a lower income demographic.
Yeah.
And so their price point was like a couple bucks. So anyone who was selling Christmas trinkets made really good money, actually. There were a couple vendors who did really well, but most people didn't do well. But I feel grateful because we still made a profit. We, had a decent weekend. But so I think it's a win that we weren't in a bad situation. And then I just got news just now that made me so happy about Elon's friend. He's like a crypto king, basically.
Yep.
And he started a project that it didn't turn out well. And Elon had invested in it. And basically a whole bunch of people turned on this guy, and he's getting sued from some people, but Elon stuck by his side the whole time. Like it didn't change how Elon felt about him. And because of that, this guy just gave Elon all his money back.
Wow.
That he invested that got lost.
That's good.
Isn't that amazing?
I know.
Yes.
I have goosebumps all over me. But like that's the things that when we show kindness to people, it's not like I'm sure Elon wasn't expected, but
No.
Investment. Yes, we might get into investment with Christine, but I don't expect her to do a miracle that will be 10 times, and she won't promise that it will be 100 times. Okay.
Right.
But the fact is, when it turns south, we all took the risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, Elon is the man. So, but his friend also didn't have to return the money, right?
No,
What do you
not
think?
at all.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. But it shows that, he's not just a true friend. This is a businessman that will rather hold up his integrity than holding his money tight. Amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alicia, I'm glad that you can see from the downside to see the goodness of it. But I'm just wondering, is like what again is the story? Because we're going to talk about what are the story that we've been telling ourselves today. So that's something I want you to think about. You're going to be driving today, is it?
Yeah. But
okay.
I'm gonna arrive there in 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'll be there 25 minutes before anyone, so I'll have time to look at the phone.
Yep. Okay. Well, you could listen, but I'm not sure how fully you could participate. But it's just dangerous while you're driving. I'm trying to get you to think. All right, just listen and then go back to the call because it's is recording.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I
Okay.
forgot to record. Okay.
Perfect.
But listen,
Okay.
it will be very useful for us. Then what are our intention for this week? Yep, Christine, good job that you put in, and yeah, focus on your mom's recovery, because that's sometimes we, as an entrepreneur, we beat ourselves up. But the reason we be an entrepreneur is because we want the freedom, the time freedom, the money freedom, the location freedom with our loved one. Okay, so and you're getting started with your VA. How exciting about it! It's like that's the next step. Learn to delegate our tasks. Okay, you want to add something, Christine?
No, as far as taking time for mom, I'm going to have to go. I'm probably going to call the school tomorrow to find out about FMLA, which is our Family and Medical Leave Act, where you get to take time off, and it might not. I don't know if it counts against my sick days or not, but going to make that phone call tomorrow and start looking into that. Because they said mom has to wear the sling for 2 weeks. We had her orthopedic appointment today, and as long as she's in that sling, she can't go to the bathroom by herself. I can't leave her by herself like I normally do for a few hours before the other lady comes in.
Yeah, totally get it. Okay, sending positive Y over to your side, and
yeah, and I found out that rehab was not an option.
Yep, but you're on the pathway to bringing the income that you could help mom to go into a good home. So stay focused, because I will see this as a motivator for you to say, well, what's my why? It's not easy. It's very emotional, but we are here for you. Okay, we're here for you. Yeah, and locally think of who could come in for a couple of days that you could just go into your bedroom to have 2 good nights sleep. It's time for us to learn to ask for help. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to sleep out here with her. I can't let her. She can't go in her bedroom.
Understood.
For these first 2 weeks,
yeah.
she can't lay down. So she's kind of tucked in, and then I sleep right here next to her.
I know. Good on you. You are, it's so much sacrifice on your end. It's a huge sacrifice. Yeah. But if it was like, more than a week, do you think about who you could ask for help?
Yeah, well, I've got, I don't know about the overnight stuff, but I've got the lady that comes in, like normally when I'm at school, even though I'm staying home this week, I'm still having her come in to give me a couple hours break.
Definitely. So when you say couple hours break, what does that look like to you for your break?
Well, today it let me go out and do the grocery shopping, actually, and run errands. And tomorrow I've got one more set of errands, but maybe Wednesday I can just go in my room and just lay down, take a nap.
That's lovely. I love that you're saying you're going the 3rd day going to have a nap. I'm wondering your 4th day, you'd like to get a massage. Get you out of the house by not running errands. Running errands doesn't mean they have a rest. It's just running errands means someone help you to look after mom so you can be peacefully doing the errands. Yeah. Okay. We'll be thinking of you. Okay. All right. Alicia, do you have anything to add for your intention this coming week? I'm so excited with all the business flowing your way. And what are the intentions? Yeah.
My intentions are to, focus on this family, to do, showings with them this week till we find something they like. And I need to get caught up. The road trip plus all of this work that came my way has really just thrown me off. Like I had 2 naps today. Sorry to rub it in.
Don't apologize. It's your journey.
Yeah. And I never ever nap. Like that's how exhausted I was. So my intentions are just, yeah, help this family get back on track and spend some time on Podia and get back into posting on Instagram.
Yeah. Good.
And that's more than enough.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So in terms of the time mastery, then it's great that you normally have a Friday that is like your emergency day. Normally, some of my friends are like, directors or owners of law firm. So this friend of mine also have 4 kids. The wife is a minister. So even he go into the office pre-pandemic. Now he live in the countryside. He doesn't really need to come down to the city for his office. But he always said, I have a Wednesday morning block off called emergency time for me.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's not normally he'll pile up things, but if something really kind of urgent, not like life and death immediately, is that could you wait till Wednesday? We'll sit down to have a chat with the staff member. He's a director. He's a partner of the law firm. Could you imagine what kind of like business he has to be deal with every day, right? So he would have that time knowingly, or if he doesn't need to get into the office, he will attend to something. So, even if we could block off 2 hours emergency time, then we know. Yeah, we learn along the way, but it's what will work for you. There's sometimes great ideas, but for Christine, it's like, getting away for an overnight is a lot of logistic, but getting 2 hours away from home sounds much more achievable right now. And that's the way. Okay. And you guys saw me and Anna last week. We went away for 2 nights because it was just also too intense for being a carer for her daughter and the grandkids. And I said, no, but Anna, you need to learn to be letting go. I think most of us have trouble letting go. What if I'm not there? But she learned that, yep, I can be away. I'm still local. They lived even when I'm not around. So we all have our lesson to learn. Cool. All right. Now, how did you guys go with the early history of is a mouthful, history of early life significant relationship? Have you guys had a go with it?
Yeah, I'm not done, but I've definitely put some work into it.
Okay, so tell me so far, what's your experience like when you're answering those questions?
Just that I don't want to.
Yep. Quite confident.
I had a hard time thinking of answers for some of them. I just couldn't think of things.
Yeah. Anything else? All kind of like confronting or something. Oh, wow. Those memories I haven't forgot. There were great memory there. So was it more of not so good memory or just something was blank for you guys?
For me, it was not so great memories.
Yeah.
Mine was more, some of them I couldn't think of something that fit the category that you were asking.
Okay. All right. So I'm not saying, Christine, that you're avoiding, but sometimes we suppress some of our memory. But doesn't mean that we have to dig deep and really get them out. But remember, I think this will be your second round doing it. But you see, like the purpose is about looking at our mindset. Looking at our mindset, what has been imprinted in our mindset. Normally it's between 0 to 7 years of age. Because there when we were one of those stages is more, innocent. We allow information flow to us and became our beliefs, became our values. So because could you just think of something that between 0 to 7, it was a time that you would look to your parents for help. You would depend on your parents, or that was a time you're already like, by 5 years of age, I have to cook for myself, to clean myself, to put myself to bed. Or most of us here will believe that our parents were around, guiding us along our way, right? Okay. So as we step back a little bit in time, what are the themes about in those times that your love, the themes about love, money, relationship, and health. You could choose one of those to think about it. I'm not going to say, let's dig deep everything, especially Alicia, I know you need to focus on driving, but the themes about love or money or relationship or health.
A memory about that?
Well, a theme about what you think about my love life. It sucks. I divorced twice. Money, never had enough, or there was plenty of money. Or relationship, every relationship turned out well, or every relationship break down. Or health, as we go older, we're just getting sicker and sicker. Or I'm looking at, doesn't matter as long as I'm looking after my health, I'll make myself as strong. So what are your theme at the moment currently when you think about your love, money, relationship, or health? What are your current theme when I say, what do you think of money? What do you think about relationship?
Okay. Money, I've always had enough. It's gotten pretty low sometimes, but I've always had enough. And I always trust that there's going to be enough, that something's always going to come up and it's going to be okay. I want to get to the point where I have more than enough.
Sorry, you want to get to the point at what?
Where there's more than enough.
Yep. Excellent.
I wish I could actually remember this instance that my mom used to tell me about when I was little, where I was playing with $20,000 in cash as a toddler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the kitchen table, they just had, it was, my dad was a business owner and they just had $20,000 put away and it was in the house and I was playing with it and I wish I could remember that.
Well, I think it has imprinted in you that you're such an entrepreneur. You might not consciously remember that. Oh, wow. And you know to go and play with it. Did you find it or your father left it on the table for some other purposes?
I don't know if they were counting it or I really don't remember that part. I just remember my mom saying I was playing with $20,000 in cash at the kitchen table.
Okay. Well, let's use Christine's story. What you're telling yourself is, I have money. I always have enough money. And even when it's running low, I know there will be enough for me. Okay. So that is your current energy. There will be enough. Don't worry. It's enough. It's going to be enough. That means like there's still some nervous energy. It's like, I know it has been enough, but right now, the enough is not enough. That's what I heard. Okay. And then you said, I wish there will be more than enough.
But yeah, I want to get to the point where there's more than enough.
Yeah, I want to get to the point. Okay, so that is the future pacing. Remember, I always say best. But how do we bring that? Is like, I have more than enough right now.
Yeah.
Can you feel the different energy when you say yeah?
Yeah,
Because
and I am kind of there.
Yeah.
But it's not a continuous.
Yes. But that's how we send the mixed signal.
Yeah.
About, I want to be a 7 figures like businesswoman. Yeah, I'm making money, but I'm not there yet. So that is a mixed energy that we're sending out. It's like, no, I claim that I'm a 7 figures business owner. Okay. I am wealthy. I am. It's the here and now. So we bring the future to back. But this is one step that what you're saying. Is that your theme of your childhood that is in our unconscious programming? That is it what your parents taught me? We always have enough, but it's not plentiful. Just using as example, but
Yeah.
what are the programming from your parents passed down to you? Because I'm not bringing them that, because in those days for them to have 20K cash sitting around, you guys were the millionaire. Right? 20K for your parents there when you were a kid, you know, There was a lot of money. You can buy a house with that. Actually, you could buy more than a house in those days, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or but they will also be very careful. Oh, you know, my young living up like just moved to Melbourne. They are millionaires, but their kids are like, oh, so expensive. Oh, sorry, mommy, I spent so much. I was like, these are the kids really shouldn't know. Like they will have quite a good lifestyle, but they apologize when they see the dollar sign. They would like shocked. Why is it so expensive? I'm not saying like spoil them all the time, but what are we imprinting to our kids? Things are expensive. Things are expensive anyway. So for you, it's like, what are the theme? Can you recall something, or what is it sitting with you right now? Just allow what is in your body come up with that.
Yeah. So when I was little, I mean, I was in band and chorus, and I took dance lessons, and I had done guitar lessons at one point. And my mom was always saying, what do you want to do? And I remember being in band. And the first year I was in band, you got to use the school's instrument. It was like a loaner. But the next grade, if you wanted to stay in band, you had to buy your own.
Mm.
And I remember when they told us how much it was going to be for the instrument I was playing, I was just like, oh, I couldn't ask my parents to spend that much money. And it wasn't even that mom or dad or anybody had said it was too much money. I just decided it was too much money. And I'm like, I don't know where that came from. Because like you said, I mean, I sat around as a toddler playing with $20,000 cash. Dad owned 3 stores and had a business partner in Florida for a 4th. But he always he worked hard. I don't know. I just felt guilty about asking them to spend that much money, so I didn't do it.
Can you feel that sense of guilt as a feeling right now, or do you know where's that sense of guilt coming from?
I don't know where it came from. Because I'm sure if I had just told mom I really wanted to do it, they'd have done it.
Interesting. So what was that thought? What do you think that at that time your thought as a child? It's too much money. I can't ask my parents, but it seems like your parents as your mom, I heard that it's like, she always asks, what do you want to do? What would you like to pursue? It's like that opportunity is like right in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I had all the opportunities. I did whatever extracurriculars I wanted. I don't know. They just threw out this number, and I was just like, oh my God, no, I can't. I can't do that. And I don't know if it was because like I took dance lessons, and I think I knew how much that was at the time, but there was something about what they wanted, and I don't remember now the exact cost. I just remember that feeling of, oh my God, no, I can't ask them to spend that much money on this. Okay.
So that feeling, do you still experience that feelings nowadays? Not necessarily every day, but when something comes like, oh, that's too much.
Yes, all the time. And sometimes I push through it, depending, on what it is. Is it a necessity? Is it going to, be worth it? All that goes through my mind, but yes.
Okay. How are you feeling now when you realize that, there's a programming since young? Yeah. So has mom ever said, oh, your dad worked so hard to make money for us to have all this? Or was it actually someone what, your parents could pay all this money for you to do your lessons? Or someone just like, oh, wow, it's so expensive for this instrument?
Nope.
Interesting. Sounds like you're a very responsible child, knowing it's a big lump sum.
I'm wondering, and I don't know if any of you guys believe in it, but like a past life kind of thing, because I'm coming through so young and everything, and just it's just there. It's something that it just has always been there. Like I've been called like the old soul.
Mm.
And I know I've had experiences of at least 2 past life memories, two different ones from when I was little.
Mm. Have you written them down? Have you written them?
No,
Oh,
but I know them. I probably
okay.
should.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because the next step for you to get ready for the 12 months we're doing the 12-month programs, but like we will have the breakthrough. So Alicia experienced the mini one, and she said, "You did a mini one for me." I said, "Yeah, this is a mini one." But when we actually doing it, what was your experience, Alicia? Like, let's not scare Christine, but like she felt like, whoa.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe how available the emotions were for me around the stuff. Just,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It is going to help to do the clearing or the link. And what's the purpose for you to remember those past life? What are the lessons for you here and now and for the future? So that's that's called the timeline therapy, Christine. Yeah, interesting. It
Yeah.
will be unveiled. Yeah, go on.
I'm thinking that this feeling must come from the past life that was which world? It was one of the world wars, the ones where they did the air sirens.
Okay. That would be it. World War II, isn't it?
Yeah. Oop, we lost Alyssa.
Yeah, that's okay. She'll come back on. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was an experience when I was again, kind of like in that toddlerish age.
Mm.
My grandfather was watching the World War II movie.
Mm.
I was in the bathroom and I heard the sirens go off on the movie.
Yeah.
And I came running out of the bathroom into the kitchen and went under the kitchen table and went into that position that they used to teach in school.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in school yet. No one had ever taught me that. But to have that emotion about the money might have come from that life, because that seems like something, money would have been, scarce if you were living through those times, because my other past life, we were rich. My family went up and we were touring a house in Connecticut, like one of those historical homes, and they got like the velvet rope so you can look in, but you can't go in.
Yeah.
And because I was little, now I was a little bit older, now maybe 4 or 5, maybe, they let me stand up at the front by the rope. And we were in like the music room, or looking in the music room, and the tour guide, she's pointing around to this, that, and the other thing and telling us about the family that lived there and whatever. And I just kind of sat there and said, no, that's wrong. The piano used to be over there, and that used to be over there, and that table was not ours. And her jaw just dropped. And she said that I was right, because we were on the second floor, and she said I was right, that they had to move because it was like one of those grand pianos, and the weight of it had started sagging the floorboard, so they had to move it to another location in the room. And the table that I had mentioned did not belong to the original family. It was a piece that came in later.
Okay. It'll be interesting, the contrast of looking at that one of the past life, and
and that one was before the World War II one. It was earlier.
Yeah. I was wondering, but where is the struggle, the theme came down, if you were the poor one and then became of the rich, and what will be your current, theme of your life. But interesting. Okay. Interesting. Hold on to those thoughts. Then the next question for you guys: how much we actually remember isn't true? What are the percentage? What do you think for our memory? How much we actually remember that isn't true? What would be the percentage?
Something horrifying, like 80% or something last
Say
time.
about half.
Half, yeah.
Half.
Half. Yeah. So remember, like, talk to your brothers and sisters. A memory from about you going on a holiday. Do they remember exactly the same? I was like, seriously, we went there for a family holiday? Or they remember something? I was like, what are you talking about?
I had just had that happen with a childhood friend. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I wasn't there. And she's like, what are you talking about? You were definitely there.
Okay. So our memory is because, remember I said, how we receive, perceive, and interpret, half of it is based on our past experience. What is in our unconscious, subconscious, and consciousness. Consciousness is just about 5%. Because while I'm talking to you, you try to interpret the information. First of all, is the person dependable? How true is it that she's teaching me? What is she guiding me to? Okay. So yes, I have the responsibility to deliver the information to you, but you are the one who interpret it. You are the one to decide how to receive it. Tonight, when you go to sleep, you decided whether is Catherine did a BS job, then forget about it. Or, ooh, my past life, my childhood memory. Then you okay. So the past and the future are in our imaginations half the time, because we imagine that we are rich, but how far are we going to bring it into the here? So the most relevant thing is the moment exists now. The now. What are the story we telling ourselves now? Okay, because it's by research done by, come out is 50% of our memory weren't true. What sort of story we tell ourselves? Okay, so the moment here now about our memory. All right, so this is what we call, I'm going to teach you guys. I know Alicia also have 10 minutes. You need to go into the showing, right? We will probably do this a bit longer because next session.
No worries.
We
I'll
call
watch it.
Yeah, the timeline shift. What does it mean by the timeline shift? Okay. The question is kind of long. I'll repeat that for now. What past experience do you perceive you would need to have had to be not experiencing your current situation? Okay. What past experience do you perceive you would need to have had to be not experiencing right now? Okay, so means that I can always tell people that I came from an uneducated family. My parents were uneducated, so therefore I have the excuse not to be educated, right? Because I didn't do well in schooling. From prep to high school, I was failing. Not until year 9, I realized that that's an opportunity. If you want to do, of course, I met someone that showed me like it's possible. Then I decided to come to Australia because I know I have no hope to get into uni in Hong Kong. But I'm the first member in my family, like both sides of my family. I'm the first one who obtained a master's degree.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm crying because it's not just me, but my parents' sacrifice. I call them sacrifice. My dad, I don't have a good relationship. My dad would say it was my duty, but they helped me along the way. So what sort of story I told me? Because for my master's, there's a lot of story to tell my study journey, but I could have given up. I could have given up any time. A 3-year science degree took me 4 years. Okay. A 2 years master degree took me 3 years. I wasn't really a good, But one thing I remember is, okay, what motivated me now? I just put the photo there of my graduation. My mom and dad put so much money in here. How can you quit? But I know a lot of my friends left during high school, during uni, even after the 4th year degree in psychology, or even masters. Even after master, they were not a registered psychologist. But I felt like, no, you say you're going to do something. And my mom always say, even it's very hard, you need to finish it. Because she understands that if you allow you to give up, you're just going to learn to give up is okay. So that's the story my mom been teaching. Okay. So, but then what is your story right now? What your past experience do you think that you perceive you would need to have had to be not experience your current reality. Okay? Because someone will say, I can also say, oh, I didn't come from a wealthy family. So therefore, for the rest of my life, I'm going to live in poverty. Or, no, we will shift our timeline, we go back. I think of the time. Okay, I think of the time that, yes, we might not have the, what you call it, the disposable income for my mom to buy me nice dresses. My mom was a seamstress. But there was those time, every year Christmas party at my school, I'll have a brand new dress made by my mom. Okay. It was not like my friends that they could, because I went to a conference school. Can you imagine people how rich some of them were actually very rich. I didn't know at that time. But my mom would make me a brand new dress. You remember as a little girl when you wear a new dress? So I remember those memories. It's not just sufficient. I have more, much more than my mom tailor-made something for me. So what story are you telling yourself? That I deserve good stuff because my mom showed me that. So, but what story are you going to tell yourself now that I deserve good stuff? I have good taste. Because since young, my mom said, this one is good. When your body is this, wear this. And then I just flow a few pieces on and I always have good, compliment from my friends. I thought, I don't know, it just happened. How do you cook such a nice meal? You just put things and taste it and you mix it that way. I know Alicia will be good, like, you don't follow recipe, like, how would you make the same thing? Yes, that's why I'm not a professional cook, but, so what story do you tell yourself? In the Asian culture, the aunties, it's like, oh, I'm not a good cook. Oh, this is too salty. Oh, this is not so good when they're at the dinner, but whenever they say, auntie is really good food. But what story they telling themselves? Just make sure that you tell people it's not as good. So I'm not so good. But when people say it's good, that at least I save face. So what is your story right now? Think about it. What story do you need to tell yourself right now to get to where you want to be? I'm a rich person. I'm a wealthy person. I'm not only having enough, but they're plentiful. It's coming through to me. So just spend a minute right now and think about what this would be for you. What would that be?
I attract all the good things I deserve.
Yep.
So start writing. I attract all the good things I deserve.
Yeah, for me, it's that I'm supported. I have the support I need.
Fantastic. That's very good. Beautiful. So can you see where we are heading now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the reason I get you to do that survey is more about in the 3D, in this current world, what we have experiencing. And I'm so glad the energy that Christine's like, well, I'm not sure how you guys feel about the past life, but freely talk about it. Freely talk about it. Okay, my past life experience, I believe that my soul was from heaven, part of God, and I came down. I just did my timeline with my friends as well on Saturday. It was so good. Tell you what, cleansing, like twice a year, we need to do a cleanse. And I believe that, if I'm telling you guys it's so good, if I don't experience it on a regular basis, what kind of coach would that be? It's like, because this is my second time to do a timeline therapy, I can feel the energy. As Alicia said, the emotion, the memory just pop. I said, okay, it's not mine. And I can feel it leaving my body. Remember I said, emotions stay in our body cell. We need to detox that physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I'm excited. So we possibly would do this for the next 2 sessions. Any objection? Because I know we kind of delay, but like, this is more important. And as I said, like, yes, I have a structure, but it's all in the, the portal. And but I feel that it's helped us to travel because we all have a calling. And on the 18th of November, we're going to be even more clearer about our purpose in life. So I think when we are doing this clearing, then we will be even more having more clarity and certainty as we truly realign our purpose again. Now, any question?
Nope.
No, good. Then I'll encourage you to journal. What's come to your thought right now after this is like, Christine is like, I deserve all the good thing, or I deserve all the good thing to come to me. Then let it flow. Don't have to think about what's the next logic, grammar, things like that. Let it flow. Okay. All right. So I'll let you guys go, but I can't wait. This is so excited. You guys are getting it, and you'll be surprised. You might have some dreams, but drink plenty of water to detox what's trying to come out from today. You'll be surprised that, and as you said, when you feel in the survey, it's like, you're aware of it. So conscious, like, what's not belongs to me and my body, my spirit, and my soul, I release you now.
Okay.
Okay.
Feel good about it. So be confident, be you, Alicia. You are doing family a very, very important task that to find their family home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck with the showing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell us all about it next week.
I will.
Okay. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.